Guys, so I've been thinking of really cool builds I was able to do, but I wanted to make a type of knife. So I was looking for common materials, and I found an old lawnmower blade. So here's a tutorial on how to make a really cool knife out of a lawnmower blade. Enjoy. I have this really old lawnmower blade, so let's make a knife out of it. Probably can't see any of this, but I have my anvil out here and all of my tools, even the lawnmower blade. Now what I'm doing with the fire, I'm waiting until a nice hot red bed of coals develops so I could put the lawnmower blade in there and I could pretty much anneal it so I could hit it with a hammer until it's flat. Another thing, it's important that you have a blower to make this go a little faster. It's a flattened lawnmower blade. Now at this point you are free to draw any design you desire that fits in between these measurements. Here's the rough cut of the lawnmower blade knife. You could see, though, I'm not going to do this little loop here because I feel like it'll be much stronger like this. And what I did with the rest of it, I put the rest in the corner for future projects. Now, before you get your hands all over this and you decide what you want to do next, I recommend using a grinder like this or a file to knock off any of the rough edges so you don't cut yourself, because that would be really bad. So I lied. Now I have the knife clamped under this 25-pound weight. Then I have this drill. I'm going to drill multiple holes inside this loophole so I'm able to get it out. Then afterwards I'm going to attack it with a file and a Dremel tool. After I drilled the holes for the loophole, of course I use the file. Then first I put this bevel on the blade by simply just rubbing it back and forth against the grinder. Then of course I did it to the other side. I put a light bevel right here, but it's not so it's able to be sharpened. For the heck of it, I just beveled this inner inside loop here. Then I just gave this light bevel too. Now this part's important. This part may take you a while, but it's worth it. For the handle, if you're not gonna add wood on like I am, like I'm just gonna add some leather, you wanna round it out. Now, even if it is covered, just taking safety precautions, you don't wanna grab this and then realize that there's like a sharp burr that just grabbed your finger, because that really hurts and it's just not good. So take your grinder, all right, and then while it's on, simply do this type of motion. It will round it out, all right, and then to make it safe, and afterwards hit it up with some sandpaper and some files just to make it even smoother. Then I did some very light cleanup work with my old wire wheel just to get all the crap off. But now after you're done with that, it's time to heat treat the blade, which is basically heating it up to a critical temperature and then dipping it in water or oil. After you did that, your blade should be fully hardened, but to test it, get a file, I'm jumping ahead of myself, get some sandpaper and scrub off some of the crap. Then, just file it. Now, if the file digs in, it means that your blade is not hardened and you have to do it again, or it's made out of mild steel. If the blade sort of escapes over it, like mine, congratulations, you have a fully hardened blade, but now you have to put it in the oven to temper it, or else it'll shatter like glass, because it's like glass right now. After you pull it out of the oven, you're probably going to realize that there's some scale on it, like a gold scale. If you like that, you can keep it, but I'm going to use the angle grinder for my final finish with an 80 grit sanding disc. It gets stuff off really fast, and I think it looks a lot better than a wire wheel. So now for the final step on making your lawnmower blade knife is making the handle. You could use wood or leather. I decided to use leather, and I actually had each one overlapping the other one to give an alien style look. And this probably looks really messy, but I put epoxy in between the layers for some extra strength. Now, I'm not really going to do a weapon test with this one, considering that it's just a knife. I mean, it's nothing spectacular like the mace. So with that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.